When Father Dennis called and said that I was going to be the recipient, I at first could hardly believe it. I was very, very, very humbled. And it's one of those moments, it gave me occasion to really think back and to reflect on my career. My professional life really divides into two chapters. I'm working at the nexus of faith and education and philanthropy, and I've really enjoyed it immensely. I was at the Lynch School of Education at Boston College for a few years. I was absolutely pinching myself that I was at Boston College. I was over the moon. I couldn't believe it. In my work in the field of philanthropy, it's been a great joy because part of the portfolio, part of the work has been making sure that there are resources available so institutions or individuals can really advance their thinking and their understanding of their own vocation. Let me tell you a little bit about the Institute itself. Administrators come together for a 4-5-day process where they get to meet with their peers and talk about topics that are relevant to being an administrator in a Catholic college. So, what is Catholic intellectual life? What makes a Catholic college distinctive? More recently, I've had the opportunity to work with Catholic sisters in Eastern Africa and in Sri Lanka who are pursuing higher education. And what they're doing is pursuing higher education so that they can more fully express the charism of their particular religious institutes. And what a joy it's been to have sisters who are really thinking from their charism, out of their deepest faith commitments, how can I pursue education and do that in a way that's going to help me express this charism more fully? What a joy it's been to see sisters going on for advanced education. That's been a real highlight for me too.
Kathleen's impact for me personally, as well as this contribution that she sort of founded with an inspiration of an idea that became the Institute for Administrators in Catholic Higher Ed, 23, 24, 25 years ago, where I was introduced to her by Monika Hellwig, who was the president of the association at the time, and with this idea that we should provide these professional development opportunities for emerging leaders as well as present leaders in Catholic higher education. Kathleen saw an opportunity for Boston College to provide a similar program, but with this specific set of questions around what does it mean to lead the Catholic mission of institutions. And that inspiration went on to become what now is a global contribution. But without her leadership, that inspiration, I'm sure it was the Holy Spirit as well as just her own intellectual abilities that led this seed that has now grown into a really extraordinary contribution to Catholic higher education.
I've known Kathleen since 1996 when we were both postdocs at the Center for the Study of Religion and American Culture in Indianapolis. And we've collaborated over the decade, including a co-authored book. To the members of the Association of Catholic Colleges and Universities, if you can produce and nurture and form more Kathleen Mahoneys, you will be doing your work. I think that is a legacy when you leave an institution or scale back, that you leave behind models and templates that other people are going to follow. So I think that just new ways of doing things, new ways of looking at things would be a legacy of Kathleen.
It's a bit humbling to think about what I'm proud of. I know what I'm grateful for. I know I've experienced this as an immense privilege. And I think if I had to think about legacy, I just hope people would look back and say, she was here for us.